guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. If you guys have a BMW such as BMW 3 Series, BMW 5 Series, X3 or X5 guys, and you have a code guys, okay, it'll work actually for Europe for the 1 Series as well. And if you have a code such as P0030 guys, stay with us and we'll show you guys what causes that code. It's also known as oxygen sensor guys, oxygen sensor code. We'll explain which side of the engine it is, because on the straight 6-cylinder engine, you know, you have bank 1 and bank 2, so we need to cover all that. In addition guys, we'll show you how to test it, and we'll show you the end result and show you if the new one performs good, if everything's fine, and if we need to replace it. All the tools and parts guys that we use in the video will be listed in the description of the video below. Please check it out for your convenience, and let's go ahead and start on it now. So now guys, let me start the car. Okay, check it out, engine light stays on guys. Okay, engine light just stays on no matter what you do, and it's not gonna go away no matter how many times you start the car. Now let me guys first tell you what we'll do. We'll turn the engine off, turn the ignition on like that. This is the computer that we'll be using. This works not just on BMW, it works on any car. You can scan, read, delete codes from the engine computer, ABS system, airbag system, register batteries. It has the CVT, automatic transmission, gear warning, injector warning, quite a few things guys, DPF, EP, okay, what it was, EPB, this is for electric parking brake, steering angle sensor, TPMS, so many things guys. Very helpful tool guys if you're in the business. Okay, I would definitely recommend it, and you can find it guys listed in the description of the video below for your convenience, and see where we get it from for amazing price. Now we need to go to OBD, click enter. Once we click enter guys, it's going to load all the data. Now let me tell you that we'll have guys more than 200 videos on every car we get at the shop, because our mission guys is to save you as much money as we can. So please guys, subscribe to the channel, in return like the video and leave a comment below. Let us know guys if the video was helpful, or if you have any specific recommendations. So it's connecting now. This is the protocol that it will be using, not that we need to know that. Everything is automatic, but it just lets you know. So once it's ready, it's going to tell us that we have one code found. So we'll click OK to confirm. Now we'll select the module here, enter. And we need to guys click read codes, and under read codes we're going to find under stored codes that we have code P, okay, I'm trying to focus here, code P0030, okay, let me see if it's better with the light or without the light. Heater control circuit bank 1 sensor 1. So you can see that's the code that we have now guys. So what we can do now, I can go back. Okay, if we go back, we can go to live data right here. Under live data guys, okay, it's going to take a little bit of time, but I'll show you guys how we are going, okay, to see the oxygen sensor. So this one says bank 1 sensor 1. So what is bank 1 sensor 1 guys? Bank 1 sensor 1, okay, let me just go here for a second, is bank 1 is the oxygen sensor for cylinders 1, 2 and 3. Bank 2 is for cylinders 4, 5 and 6. So we need to check for cylinders 1, 2 and 3, I'll show you in a second. We'll go to custom list, and you have two oxygen sensors that do the same thing. Bank 1 sensor 1 and bank 2 sensor 1. So these two sensors, okay, need to give about the same parameters. Just a little bit of difference. Okay, and we'll select both of them. As you can see, bank 2 sensor 1, bank 1 sensor 1. We'll click view data. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, start the car now. Perfect, we started the car, and now you're going to notice that your oxygen sensors will not move at all. Just a little bit, then not at all. Okay, if they don't move at all, both of them, wait until the car warms up guys, because if the car is cold, oxygen sensors, sometimes they do not run until the vehicle warms up. That way, okay, it can adjust all the values and all that stuff. So practically ours got warmer, and you can see one of them is moving. Okay, this is bank, okay, this is right there. I'm trying to see if I can focus. Yep, bank 2 sensor 1. is working, and bank 1 sensor 1, the one we have the code for, it's not moving. I'll have the engine, and you can see, guys, one of them is stationary. We can see the graphs now. We can click the graphs here, the 2 graphs for the 2 sensors. Okay, and you can see one is moving. This is bank 2 sensor 1, bank 1 sensor 1. We don't have any movement at all. We can merge the graphs, and one of them is just not working. The yellow line is right here and nothing. We don't get anything at all. So what we'll be doing now, I'll turn the car off now, guys. Okay, let me exit that right here. We're going to exit quick. Okay, and we're going to turn the engine off, and I'll show you how we'll fix that problem now. So what we have here now, guys, okay, this same engine is being used on so many BMWs, as I said, 1 Series, 3, 5 Series, X3, X5, and even more. And this 6-cylinder engine, guys, okay, you have 4 oxygen sensors. 2 are before the catalytic converters, 1 is for bank 1, 1 is for bank 2, and 2 are after the catalytic converters. Okay, the one before the catalytic converters are known as sensor 1 or upstream oxygen sensor. Usually the connectors for your oxygen sensors will be under this cover right here. So in order, guys, to remove this cover, okay, you have to remove 2 caps, one here, okay, you have one on the back, and two nuts, 2 bolts. Okay, I removed that one. I also removed the ignition coil cover so I can show you where things are. And now, guys, right here, okay, let me show you. We have cylinder 1, 2 and 3. This is bank 1, and bank 2 will be 4, 5 and 6. Now what we're looking at now is we need to find sensor 1, bank 1. So that will be, guys, the oxygen sensor, okay, right here, this oxygen sensor. So that oxygen sensor, guys, in order to remove it, you need to remove, if you have a secondary air pump, not all BMWs will have that, depending on where you live, and we'll be using that socket. Now all the tools, including the socket, the replacement oxygen sensor, all that will be listed, guys, in the description of the video below for your convenience. So please do check it out, quite a bit of helpful information, and show you where we get all our parts from. Then the connectors, okay, the wires, they go towards the back of the engine right there, and they come towards here. This is bank 2, this is bank 1. That's the one that you need, guys. And you just lift it up, okay, and disconnect it from here. Okay, it's pretty simple, guys. Okay, you just disconnect it, remove the sensor and install it. Now if you want to see, guys, the video from start to finish, removing the sensors, replacing them, we'll have a video that will summarize replacing all 4 sensors in one video, so you can see how we do that. But what I'll do now, we'll go ahead, replace ours, okay, and we'll see if that fixes the problem. That's what the video is about today, to see if that will definitely take care of the problem. So let's do that, and we'll continue. So the sensor, guys, it has been replaced now. I'll go ahead, turn the ignition on now. Okay, turn the ignition on. We're going to go ahead to make sure that we have communication with the computer. I'll click read codes again. Okay, to see if we need to reconnect the scanner, because sometimes if you turn the ignition off for a long time, you will have to, guys, reconnect your scanner. Okay, now it's we're just still waiting, it's still communicating. Okay, we have communication. We'll go back, and I'll click erase codes right here, enter. Erase done, yes. Erase done. So let's go ahead, start the car quick, turn the ignition off, turn it back on, start the car, no engine light on. Okay, you can see no engine light on. I'll go ahead, go to live data again, and under live data, guys, okay, we're going to select the 2 oxygen sensor again and compare them and see if the new one works on bank 1 sensor 1. So hopefully it does. Okay, we'll go to custom list, and now we're going to create our list right here. Okay, view data. And both of them are, guys, moving, and they're showing almost the same numbers. Check it out. So it means that we have good working sensors now on both sides, guys. Matching numbers, everything is good, perfect. Now if I go to, let's see if under the graph we can see the difference. Okay, check it out, both of them are okay, going up and down, up and down. You can see simultaneous thing. Now we're going to click merge graph, and you can see both of the sensors, okay, working at the same time. So you can see definitely, guys, that took care of our problem and engine light's been gone. So thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos and see you guys next time.